Mercedes Moné should stay the hell away from AEW.
Kip up!
Hey guys, it's Will, and today we're talking Mercedes Moné, aka Sasha Banks. Last week she uploaded to her YouTube channel a video hyping up her return to the squared circle. So she's training, getting back into the rhythm of wrestling. She was recently seen training with Maddie Rinkowski, someone who is supposedly headed towards NXT. It's been a while since we saw Mercedes. The last time we saw her, she was facing Willow Nightingale for the Strong Women's Championship. Unfortunately, she came away with an ankle injury, and we haven't seen her in the ring since. So of course, people are now excited about her return to the ring. But the question is, where is she headed to? Is she going back home to the WWE? Is she going back to Japan? Well, the one place I know she shouldn't go is AEW. Why? Well, we all know that Tony Khan doesn't care about women's wrestling. I mean, even the biggest AEW apologist has to know that by now. The man does not care about women's wrestling. I mean, how many more times does a woman have to vanish into the black hole that is the AEW's women's division before people realize that Tony Khan does not care? The women barely get any promo time, they're barely on TV, they get one match on Dynamite if they're lucky. It's been obvious for a long time now. There's limited stories, there's limited direction. We don't know what's going on with these women. What is Ruby Soho doing? Where is Britt Baker? They're all complaining about their time. I mean, the best wrestler he has in his division is behind a paywall in Athena, and she can't even get on Dynamite. Chris Statlander talking about wanting more for the women. You got Britt Baker complaining about her promo time. Saraya's been complaining, but Tony Khan doesn't care about the women's division. He does care about his two pet projects though. One of them is a comedy act at the top of the division, and the other one, who's the TNT champion, is a green wrestler with a cool look. Does that sound familiar? I mean, this is just what he does. There is nothing of substance and of intrigue going on beyond the gimmick of Toni Storm, and that has its own issues, which I will address in another video, I'm sure. The state of the women's division, why would anyone want Mercedes to go there? Why would she want to go there? To get 5 minutes on Dynamite? Now, there's people who will say foolish things like, oh, if he signs Mercedes, then he'll care. Wake up. Wake up, you fool. It's not going to happen. You thought that was going to happen with Saraya. It didn't, okay? Stop thinking you're going to stick a woman in there and Tony Khan is going to care. That's not how it works. It doesn't matter who they bring in as long as Tony is booking it. The man simply does not care about women's wrestling. Get that through your head. Let me tell you what would happen if Mercedes Moné were to sign with AEW. She would immediately take the belt off of Toni Storm. If you don't believe that, you're a fool. And then the little time that the women get would go to Mercedes, but it wouldn't change anything. Any positive momentum she could give that division would end in a couple of months because of the booking. The man at the top has to care, and he doesn't. Let me show you how much he doesn't care. The man may have already blown it with Mercedes. So he thought it would be a good idea to invite Mercedes Moné to All In, as a show of hospitality. Look at our great big show, right? He invites her to the show. I believe there was like 11 matches on this card, and there was one women's match. I kid you not. One fatal four-way that lasted less than 9 minutes. That's his showcase. That's what he has on display for her to see. Inviting Mercedes Moné to All In with one women's match is the equivalent of inviting the fat hungry kid to the salad bar, okay? He's not gonna come back, and she's not gonna come back either. Oh, I'm sure Mercedes Moné was impressed by that, Tony. There is nothing in AEW that is worth her time as long as Tony is booking it. I believe she has seen what we all see. She knows this man does not care about the women's division, and I don't think she's going to go. Tony Khan is going to have to be a different person if the women are ever going to thrive in that company. Simple as that. The truth of the matter is, Mercedes Moné is above AEW in its current state. She should probably go back to the WWE where she has people that she loves. She loves Bayley. She loves Triple H. She loves William Regal, okay? Everyone she cares about is over there. And the women are given stories and they have much more time than what's happening in AEW. I have no desire to watch Mercedes Moné wrestle Timeless Tony, especially the way Tony is being booked like this goof character. No, I don't want to see it. Mercedes belongs in the big leagues, and if she's staying in America, that's the WWE. There are people who believe that Mercedes Moné walked out of the WWE because of bad booking, and that is simply not the case. If you were paying attention, Trinity already told us what happened. They walked out not because of the bad booking they were given. They walked out because of the way they were spoken to by John Laurinaitis. The conversation, they felt disrespected. They were talking down to. Mercedes does not have to deal with John or Vince going forward. Hell, CM Punk is back. That's all she needs to see. The company is not the same. She can have that dialogue with Hunter and feel like she's being heard. Right now, SmackDown has a damage control storyline that she could slip right into. Mercedes recently posted to her Instagram stories pictures of her wrestling Kairi Sane. We know Kairi Sane is now a member of Damage Control, so she could be planting seeds there or teasing it. We don't know, but what I do know is going to AEW would be a massive mistake for her career because she's not going to get anything out of that. To go to the B promotion and try to get Tony Khan to give a damn, I think is a mistake. I honestly never believed for 1 second that she would end up in AEW. It's just not a good fit. I could see her doing a Forbidden Door match while working for New Japan, but to be an AEW employee, I just never thought it made sense for her considering Tony Khan's booking. And I just feel that she's someone who wants to be on top, and the big leagues is the WWE for the foreseeable future. But what do you guys think? Where do you want to see Mercedes Moné wrestle? Do you want to see her in Japan, back in the WWE? Let me know. TNA is more likely than AEW at this point. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk to you later.
Keep up!